Go ahead and get started. All right, shalom, shalom. First off, we're going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father. All right, just one moment. That move right there. All right, we're going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, the Most High God, all right, and His only begotten Son, who these people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All right, so we'll face the east. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. All right, that is all praises to the Heavenly Father. All right, in the name of His only begotten Son. All right, I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who taught me this truth. All right, those who were well and who I learned this truth from. All right, and this is your brother Rachagabar out here once again. All right, to prophesy the downfall of America, Babylon the Great. All right, as well as to bid the lost sheep of the house of Israel unto the marriage of Yahweh Shah. All right, so we come out here as prophesied to do. All right, to wake our people up. All right, and to tell these people their judgment, man. Okay, and that's exactly what we are here to do. And going into this camp, all right, the inspiration or title of this camp, all right, is for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. All right, swarm of gnats just came through. All right, so we're in that time, man, where the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, all right, is beginning to visit America, Babylon the Great, all right, as well as the wicked, you see, in these other nations. All right, and Salaki, man, hey, there's been a lot of war talk. All right, there's been a lot of news. All right, involving this war, man. Okay, all right, so I want to touch on that. All right, and pretty much show you that, hey, this place is through, man. All right, we're in them times where the Most High is visiting this place with strong judgment. All right, so we'll start off with this. Okay. Psalms chapter 9, verse 16. All right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9 and verse 16. It says, Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed. All right. It says, the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Selah. All right. So how do we know Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, the creator of the universe, is visiting this earth, all right, and the inhabitants on the earth is by way of judgment, man. All right, every time we see judgment go out, we know that was done by the Most High. They tell you that in Isaiah the 45th chapter. All right, whenever you see evil, right, when like what's going on over there in Ukraine, all right, all of those women that's becoming widows, that's getting grabbed up by them Russian troops, that's judgment, man. Okay. And there's a lot that's been going on, like I said, dealing with escalating World War III, all right? Which World War III, famine, pestilence, all of those things are going to bring about massive judgment, man. And scriptures told us these things will come, all right? So it says, Psalms 9 and 16, Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed. So this is pretty much how you meet your maker, man. You know, as they say in the world, all right? Ready to meet your maker. Well, the way you meet your maker, all right, is by witnessing these judgments, man. All right, and as an Israelite, all right, on this this 12 tribes chart, if you don't repent and come back to serving the Most High to the best of your ability, all right, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right, you're going to be destroyed. You see, it tells you that in Amos the 9th chapter. All right, all the sinners of my people, all right, are going to perish by the sword, man. All right, because you haven't came back to the Most High. You see, so we're gonna jump into some of the things that showing you the Most High's judgment is going out, man. All right, and it's only gonna get worse and worse. You see, we've been, what have you constantly been hearing about, man? Financial shock, blackouts, financial shock, blackouts, you know, so much to the point to where you should just be prepared for that shit to happen, man. Financial shock, blackouts, all right. And both of them things is going to cause all hell to break loose, man. You see? So you need to be prepared for them times, man. All right? So let's, I want to grab, like I said, I got a couple different things that's just been going on, man. A lot of shit's been actually going on, all right, around the world that's gonna hinder everybody in the earth, man. All right, so if you been paying attention, all right, we know that Russia, all right, I think it was last Monday, all right, Russia backed out of that Black Sea grain deal, okay? So essentially what that means is that any cargo ships that was, you know, exporting grains and, you know, goods from Ukraine to different parts of the world, well, Russia is no longer going to honor that, man. Meaning that when they see these different ships, all right, head towards Ukraine, they're going to think it's a military move. All right, they're going to think it's some type of, you know, orchestrated move by NATO and the U.S., man. See, so the fact that they pretty much pulled out of that Black Sea grain deal is going to cause further complications, which they've already been talking about the fact that these food shortages are about to get a lot worse, man. All right, these different poor countries that now that they're not going to be able to get food from Ukraine, it's just going to make everything that we've been seeing that much worse. You see, and that's why scriptures always emphasize suddenness, man. Okay, suddenly the full storehouses are going to be emptied out. All right, they say these grocery stores only hold about 24 hours worth of food. Okay, they only hold about a day's worth of food, man. So when people start hearing them warnings, hey, you know, inflation's about hyperinflation about to skyrocket. All right, the food is we're dealing with more food shortages, more scarcities. What are people gonna do, man? They're gonna start stocking up and doing all the shit they was doing 3 years ago. Okay, but this is gonna be that final time where the Most High is gonna allow, he's gonna allow the complete collapse. You see? So yeah, Russia suspended that Black Sea grain deal. All right, so like I said, any ships that's going, you know, to and fro Ukraine, all right, Russia's going to be looking at them like that's some type of military move, man. You see? All right. And also around the same time that happened, you had that Crimean bridge had another explosion. All right, so I don't know if it was Ukraine or NATO, if that information went out yet, but there was another attack on that Crimean bridge, which, you know, connects Russia to southern Ukraine. All right, and Russia had annexed Crimea. All right, so they looked at that as their territory. So there's been another attack on that bridge, and I believe like 2 people died or some shit. But now there's being retaliatory measures from Russia in response to that, man. So once again, we see ahead of you know, winter, on the winter months, because summer's damn near over. I mean, we got what, June, July, August, right? We got August. I mean, that's pretty much it. And then you go into fall and winter. So ahead of winter again, man, things are picking up again. All right, and we can't forget that they've been warning that these blackouts are likely to hit by this year's end. Okay, dealing with, you know, solar maximum and CMEs and all that shit, man. So stay tuned, man. You know, the Most High is picking shit up. All right. So yeah, I mentioned that. So like I said, Russia has been retaliating. Russia has been retaliating in response to that. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump to the precepts, and then I'll grab some more. All right, dealing with these current events. All right. Give me one moment. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, the 50th chapter. All right, and this is going into the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. All right. I don't know what's with this spot now, man. All these damn bugs and shit. It wasn't over here last time, man, but you know, that's Satan. All right, but anyways, it's Jeremiah 50 from the top. It says, the word that Yahweh spake against Babylon, against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet, which if you know anything of the scriptures, you know that America is the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, so the virgin daughter of ancient Babylon. All right, and this place is a virgin because its cherry ain't been popped yet. Okay, yet, that's the key word. And as we're going to show you through this chapter, the Most High is going to send them Russians, right? The Carmanians going into them Ishmaelites, the Middle Easterns, right? Against America, man. All right, as well as the BRICS nations. You see, but that's why you see a lot of this war talk, all right, going on right now, is because the Most High is gathering these nations to come up against this place. You see, it says, verse 2, it says, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. You see, and that's what we're doing, man. When we come out on these highways and hedges, all right, and we set up our altars, these are pretty much banners, you know, a standard, a banner, all right, that's you know, used as means of a warning, all right, for the people. Okay, mainly our people, but you know, hey, we prophesy to the heathens too, man, of their coming judgment. You see that? But it says, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. It says, publish and conceal not. It says, say Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, going into their gods, man, these heathen gods. All right, the Most High is beginning to confound the same gods these people put all their trust in, all right, are the same ones the Most High is confounded, man. Like, you got a lot of people that have left the Christian church. People realize now, man, that look, Christianity, that shit was nothing but, as I like to say, a bunch of feel-good messages, you know, motivational speeches. That's about it, man. All right, it's really all they give you. All right. Salaki, that's really all they give you. And so the Most High, all right, is showing you that there's only one truth, man. Okay. The Most High is showing you, man, there's one objective truth. And he's shutting the mouth of all of these other false prophets, all right, these false teachers, all right, to where the constant word you hearing coming out is from the Israelites, man. All right, and you're going to see that these things are true. All right. It says her images are broken in pieces, man. Yeah, these people lost faith in their same false gods they once believed in. They've lost faith in them, man. You see? It says, verse 3, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. All right, the land of the north is what? Russia. The land of Gog, the land of Magog. That goes into Russia, man. So if you had any type of spiritual, you know, spiritual wherewithal, you would pay attention to what's going on in Russia, right? What's going on in the Middle East? Because scriptures speak about the battle of why am I blanking on it, man? You know, the battle of Armageddon, all right, dealing with over there in Megiddo, okay, dealing with the Middle East, man. Damn, this sprinkler sister came on, man. Give me one moment, I'm gonna move around. Devils turned that shit on purpose, man. We're gonna move over here. All right, give me 1 second, man. I gotta move around. Move off this too. And that's what Satan do, man. He try to stop the word going out, but devil can't stop shit. All right, anyways, man. That's cool. First it was them damn gnats and shit. All right, then it was a damn sprinkler system, but that's fine, man. I'm just gonna stay right here for now. All right, so let me get back to what I was saying. All right, we're just gonna jump back to Jeremiah 50 and verse 3. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 3. All right, it says, It says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. All right, which desolation goes into destruction, man. When you read, let me grab that, matter of fact. When you read Malachi 1, let me see, let me grab that. Give me one moment. All right, bear with me 1 second, brothers. Shalom, Aki. How about Shemal Shah Barakatah? All right, give me one moment. All right, Khan, this is Malachi chapter 1, and we're just going to jump to the point. All right. Malachi 1 and 4 says, whereas Edom saith we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom Yahweh had indignation forever. Salakia, brothers, man, I had to move because they turned them down sprinkler systems on and them damn gnats and shit. You know, Satan was just doing what he do. All right, but anyways, man, I'll get back to it. So let's go back. This is Jeremiah 50. In verse 3, it says, for out of the north there cometh a nation against her. Who is that, man? The land of the north is Russia. All right. So like I was saying, if you got any type of spiritual wherewithal, you will be looking at Russia. You will be looking at the Middle East and seeing how them nations are moving, man, because they're going to play a major part in the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. Thus saith the scriptures, man. You see, it says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. It says, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Okay? Who's going to be removing and departing man and beast? It's representing them missiles, man. Like we go into it time and time again. When you read Joel 2, it pretty much tells you the exact same thing. All right? That's what's going to be destroying America, man. All right? That's going to bring about that ultimate destruction. Okay? It says, verse 4, in those days and in that time, saith Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together. Going and weeping, they shall go and seek Yahweh their power, man. So like it tells you in Ezekiel 37 that the Most High has raised up the elect Israelites, man. And that's why we come out here, because the Israelites, all right, are waking up. Okay, they're coming into the understanding of who they are as a people and their heritage, man. All right, and that happening along with the destruction of America, both of those things go together, man. You see? All right, it says, verse 5, they shall ask the way to Zion with their face thitherward. That's why when we, that's why when we pray, all right, when we open up, we face the east, because that's the homeland, man, over there in the Middle East. All right, it's not Africa, right? It's not Africa, man. It's the, Israel, all right, the land of Canaan. It says, they shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten, man. And we know that covenant that's not going to be forgotten, all right, deals with when you read Hebrews 8 and 8. Okay, the new covenant is going to be for the Israelite once more, man. All right, it's going to be just for the Israelites. All right, so we're going to enter into that agreement. All right, we're going to enter into that agreement where we're going to be made faultless, man. We're going to be made perfect, all right, and the law is going to be written into our inward parts. You see? All right, it says, verse 6, it says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place, which the mountains represent the governments, okay, the dominions, you see? So our people have turned astray of keeping the Most High's commandments to following after the ways of the heathens, man. That's why everywhere you look, in all four corners of the earth, the Israelites are going to be there, all right? And they're going to be doing the same shit the heathen is doing, man. All right? It says, It says they have forgotten their resting place, man, which our resting place is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay, our heritage, all right, is keeping the commandments, man. Which let's grab that. I believe that's Wisdom of Solomon or Sirach 17, Salakia. Give me one moment. Because our heritage, meaning our culture, is literally to to do the will of the Most High, man. As Israelites, that's your culture. You know, it's not smoking blunts, you know, smoking black and milds, you know, just playing 2K all damn day, hitting licks and scamming niggas, bro. That's not our heritage, man. You see? Let me see if I can find this. Give me one moment. Con. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17, and verse 10. We'll start at 10. It says, "And the elect shall praise his holy name." All right. We know the name of the Most High is holy, meaning what? Set apart. All right. That's why most people can't. That's why I don't resonate with most people, man. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. All right. That's a holy name, man. It's only pretty much been revealed to those who the Most High wants to bring salvation to. You see, that's why you wonder why your brother and your sister and your fucking family can't get it, you know, still calling on Yah and Yahweh and Yahweh and Jesus and all these different names, because the Most High is not going to save them, man. You see that? It says, verse 10, "And elect shall praise his holy name." Here's the point, verse 11. "Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage." You see? So the law of life is our heritage, man. Keeping the ways of the Most High, that's your heritage. It's not fucking popping firecrackers on the 4th of July, you know, and celebrating Thanksgiving and doing all the things the heathen are doing, man. That's not your heritage as a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. All right, it's not celebrating wicked-ass Juneteenth in a smack dab of Pride Month. That's not your heritage, man. You see? But yeah, I want to grab that real quick and then we'll jump back. Jeremiah 50 says, verse 7, it says, "All that found them have devoured them." You see? So dealing with these heathen nations, man, they've devoured our people. Okay, that's why I tell you in Isaiah 42 that we're a people that's robbed and spoiled, man. Because our very heritage, you know, our very essence of keeping the ways of the Most High has been snatched from us. You know, it's only in these times, you know, the last 40, 50 years, to where we've gotten this knowledge back, man. You see? But we've gone centuries without this knowledge, man. You see? And that's why we're in this state that our people are in. You see that? Okay? It says, "All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries say, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh." So because we went off, these nations in their mind, they're like, well, they went off, they didn't keep the commandments, so everything we're doing to them is warranted. You know, to a certain degree, hey, the Most High told us what will happen if we went off, man. But like scriptures tell you, especially with Esau, they went too far with the punishment, man. Like the different shit Esau was doing, you know, buck breaking and feeding our babies to alligators and the weird shit he was on. Hey, them devils went too damn far, man. And they still go too far to this day. See, so let's grab that real fast, right? Let's grab that. I believe it's Psalms 50, yeah, Psalms chapter 50. This is Psalms 50 and 21. All right, it says, "These things hast thou done, and thou kept silence." So we know the Most High is long suffering, man. It's been what, centuries? All right, when they say slavery officially ended, which it didn't really end, which they say it officially ended what, the mid 1800s or some shit like that, you know, around there, which it's been centuries, man, to where the Most High hasn't been avenging his people, or avenging us on behalf of these damn Edomites, man. You know, it's been a long time that he's allowed this wickedness to build up. But now, like we go into this lesson, you are seeing that we are in them times of visitation, man. And the Most High hasn't forgotten his people, contrary to popular belief and contrary to replacement theology, right? These devils think they can replace the authentic bloodline Israelites, man. You ain't replacing shit. But hey, that's, you know, the devil got to do what he got to do, man. You see. But anyways, this is Psalm 50 and 21. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. It says, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such and one as thyself. All right. So these heathen, especially the Edomites, they think that the Most High is okay with everything that they're perpetuating. Homosexuality, pedophilia, the alphabet community, the mark of the beast, right? The beast system, right? I mean, literally everything these devils are doing, Esau in his heart of hearts truly think the Most High is on board with it, man. That's what we're showing you. It says, thou thought that I was altogether such and one as thyself. It says, but I will reprove thee, meaning I will correct thee, all right, and set them in order before thine eyes, man. So that's what you witness in the Israelites, all right, that elect remnant, at least, all right, is getting in order. This is why we do the things the scriptures tell us to do, all right, because that's the sign of getting in order, man. You know, keeping the commandments to the best of our ability, right? Coming out on these highways and hedges, right? That's us being in order, all right? It says, I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. All right, and the Most High sent us in order, all right, is showing you that he is about to destroy Babylon the Great. All right, they both are hand in hand, man. You see that? All right, so let's go back to Jeremiah 50. All right.
Brother Shalom.
Shalom, you know you're Israelite?
Huh?
You know you're Israelite?
I know.
Well, what's the Israelite then?
What?
What's the Israelite?
Israelite?
Yeah.
Hebrew?
Yeah, you heard of that before?
Yeah.
All right, you know the true names?
No.
You want to learn them?
Not right now. I'm on vacation.
All right, you gotta get with it.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right, Con, this is Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50 in verse 7, it says, all that found them have devoured them. Jake said he on vacation, man. That's how our people are. All right, scriptures say make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. For most Jakes, though, it's too damn late, man. They pretty much in their lots, man. These people are pretty much right exactly where the Most High want them. You know, so I personally, I don't, you know, overly try to, you know, chop it up with people. You know, they might know they're Israelite. They might say shalom or shalom, but that pretty much be the extent of it, man. I'm not about to, you know, go the extra mile to, you know, tell these people shit they ain't really trying to hear, you know. Wipe the dust off your feet, you know. But Jeremiah 50 in verse 7, it says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh, the habitation of justice, even Yahweh, the hope of their fathers, man. So these devils think that the Most High, all right, is okay with everything they're doing, but he's showing you he ain't okay with it, man. And he's about to bring about the destruction of this place. You see? Verse 8, it says, remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the he-goats before the flock. All right? It says, for I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations, your BRICS, okay? That's that assembly of great nations, man. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, all right? And you had even more nations that have applied to join, okay? They want to be a part of that great assembly that's going to destroy America, man, all right? It says, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, so Russia and their allies, man. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So once they start shooting off them missiles, once we get to that point, all right, when they start shooting off them ICBMs, there is no turning back, man. You know, once that first damn ICBM is shot off, that's it. There ain't no turning back. All right, which is what they gonna do? Put in a code to call the missile off halfway? Nah, man. It's a wrap at that point, okay? That's why you're seeing a build up unto that. You know, all of these different, the proxies, you know, the Cold Wars, right? All of these things are building up into that major main event, man. Okay, because when that main event happens, it's not going to be a long thing. It's not going to be long and drawn out, man. Okay, scriptures tell us America going to be destroyed in an hour. You see? You see? So we know Rome wasn't built in a day, but it's going to be destroyed in an hour. All right? All right? But, yeah, it says, verse 10, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, said Yahweh. You see that? So these nations are going to come up against this place, man. And that's why, what's that, Habakkuk 2? Habakkuk 2 and 5. Let's grab that real quick. The nations are taking up a proverb against America. Okay? All right, Habakkuk 2 and verse 6. So like it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? So how long is America, Babylon the Great, going to steal the resources from all of these other nations, man? How long are they going to continue to rob the earth? You see? It says, how long? Into him that ladeth himself with thick clay, which goes into their debt. So we know that they're using, the debt that America is laden with to bring about a financial collapse, man. That's one of the things they're going to blame it on. Like, oh, well, the debt was just so great. We had to bring about a reset. We had to default on the dollar and bring in this new digital currency because we couldn't keep raising the debt ceiling. You see? So we know that this place is going to, this place is going to have a financial collapse, man. All right? Okay? But yeah, it says, let's see, I'm going to jump down. We're going to grab this. We're going to grab this and I'll come back. All right? Okay? Touching back on some more of these events, man. Because as you're seeing through Jeremiah the 50th chapter, the Most High is raising up the land of the north, okay? Russia and their allies to strategically cripple and bring America down. Right? So Russia pulling out of that Seagrain deal, that was strategic, man. All right? That was a strategic move that's only going to worsen this famine. All right? It's only going to worsen the famine, man. So get ready, all right? It says, dealing with the Middle East, right? The U.S. is deploying thousands of Marines and additional forces to the Middle East following recent Iranian attempts to seize commercial shipping vessels, the Pentagon announced Thursday. So last Thursday. So they've been sending Marines, thousands of Marines over to the Middle East, okay? All right? It also says this latest deployment comes after the Pentagon said earlier this week that it will be sending F-35 and F-16 fighter jets to the Middle East, as well as the USS Thomas Hudner, a guided missile destroyer. So the America, Babylon the Great, man, is going over there and heading over there to the Middle East for way of that destruction. All right? And a lot of your Americans, you American citizens, man, all right, are going to be drafted in that war, okay, to go fight over there in the Middle East. All right? This place is being stretched thin, man. They, dealing with Ukraine, the Middle East, China. You said what? Yeah, what's up? You good? What's up? Nah, man, I don't do that.
Okay, no, you good. I was just trying to find the best one.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to bother you.
You straight. All right. But yeah, man, Connie said, the last deployment comes from the Pentagon, said earlier this week that it will be sending F-35 and F-16 fighter jets to the Middle East, as well as the USS Thomas Hudner, a guided missile destroyer, man. So understand that all of these nations gearing up, all right, and being strategically moved to that area, man, is set to fulfill prophecy. All right, that's where that major war is gonna take place. You see? All right. Matter of fact, let's go back to Jeremiah 50. Okay, it says. All right, it says, verse 15. It says, shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her as she had done, do unto her, man. So like I showed you in Psalms chapter 9, hey, the Most High is known by way of judgment, okay? So him bringing up them nations over there to the Middle East, all right, the war in Ukraine, and all of those things are means of the Most High's visitation, you see? All right, verse 16, it says, cut off the sower from Babylon. It says, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. Okay, going into the food source, right? Your different crops, your agriculture. You know, a lot of these farmers have been getting cut off, man. All right, when you look at Ukraine, all right, they say Ukraine is the bread basket of the world. So Ukraine being cut off from America, all right, is fulfilling prophecy, man. It says, cut off the sower from Babylon and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. All right, which is going to bring about that major judgment of famine. You see? All right, many that dwell on the earth in the latter days are going to perish of famine, man. All right, what's that? 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, right? So these are the types of judgment that you're going to witness, man. Okay? It says, for fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his own people. They shall flee everyone to his own land because of war. Nations, all right, realize that they got to get, as the saying goes, they got to get out of Dodge, right? So they're going to have to, pretty much people going to take to their people, man. And that's why the Most High going to bring what? Race wars, okay? People against people, city against city. It's going to be completely thrown down, man. This place, hey, man, real soon, this place is going to be, it's going to be unrecognizable, all right? All right. Con. Okay, it says, all right, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave off there for now on that. We'll jump over here. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 3. All right. All right, Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 3, it says, and what will ye do in the day of visitation? So as we've been showing you, what is the visitation represents judgment, man. All right, it represents the end of America, the end of this final wicked kingdom. All right, and it represents utter destruction. All right, the day of the Lord, right? Like it's saying Amos 5, right? Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. Okay, what end is it to you, man? Why do you want to be visited by the Most High? All right, nothing good is going to come. Okay? It says, and what will you do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far, right? From the land of the north. See? To whom will ye flee for help, and where will ye leave your glory? Okay? What are you people going to do, all right, when the Most High sending them troops, man? Okay? What are you going to do when he sends about that famine? All right? What are you going to do? All right? Okay? Con, so let me grab these real quick. Some more things that's been going on. That FedNow system. All right, we know the FedNow has officially went live, man. I believe as of last Thursday, FedNow has officially went live. which they say which has been in the works since 2019, and it will seek to eliminate the several day lag it commonly takes cash transfers to settle, bringing the U.S. in line with countries including the UK, India, Brazil, as well as the European Union, where similar services have existed for years. So now we know that what is it called, the automated clearinghouse, ACH deposit. That should take 3 days, 3 to 5 days, whatever. Well, now FedNow has officially went live, and banks over here in America, all right, are now adopting that system. They began to adopt that system. It says FedNow is launching with 41 banks and 15 service providers certified to use the service. So they're ready to use the FedNow system. You see? It says including community banks and large lenders like JP Morgan. See, that's why they was having them banks collapse, man. That's why they was having them major banks fall and collapse, because they knew that they were going to have these banks switch over to adopt the FedNow system. All right, and when you deal with FedNow, right, when you deal with the feds, that's a private corporation. Okay, the FedNow don't, it don't operate in America, man. That's a private corporation owned by these elite banking families. So the fact that they're going to have this system that all of your banks are going to adopt, right? In that system, they can monitor all the money. Okay, they're the ones who issue it. Okay, they can see how much you got. They can take money out of your account, and it's not going to be America. It's going to be that private corporation, man. You see, so this is complete tyranny, man. Complete total control, right? And that's why this FedNow system is the direct link to that chip, man. So the fact that it's now live, all right, and banks are literally beginning to utilize it, okay, and beginning to adopt it. Hey, man, get ready, okay? It says, including community banks and large lenders like JP Morgan, Chase, Bank of New York, Mellon, and U.S. Bank Corp. But the Fed plans to onboard more banks and credit unions this year. Okay, so understand all of these different local banks, all of these banks are going to adopt it, man. So your bank, a bank near you is going to, if they already haven't, they're going to adopt FedNow as their infrastructure by means of which they handle money. You see that? It says the Fed said on Thursday in a statement that 35 banks and credit unions were currently utilizing the service, as well as the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service. Okay? But the thing about FedNow, all right, in the digital currency that they're gonna, that's gonna be operating on that FedNow system, the thing about it is you have a lot of people that, I'll say you have a good portion of people that don't have a bank account, Not only in America, but even these third world countries, you have people around the world that are unbanked. They don't have a bank account. So how are they going to be able to participate in society and, receive digital currency, right? Pay their bills and, all these things when they switch to the digital currency if they don't have a bank account, okay? Because of that chip, man, that's where the chip come in. When you take that chip, you don't need a bank account. You see? You won't need a bank account because the money they put on your chip, all right, is going to come from the federal bank. All right, so you won't necessarily need a physical bank account to, use, get your money from, man. All right, and that's when they're going to introduce that chip. You see, it says, it said FedNow instant payments won't benefit you if you don't have a bank or credit account. All right. So how do they deal with the unbanked population? All right, how say this upcoming crisis that's coming down the pipeline, whatever pandemic or whatever they use, okay, and they start sending out more stimulus payments. Well, if they sending out them stimulus payments in a form of digital currency and you don't have a bank account, how are you going to get those payments, man? It's going to be by that chip. You see, now roll in the chip, man. Okay. All right. So that mark of the beast, the prophecy of the mark of the beast, as well as World War III, those major prophecies, all right, are on the forefront, man. Those are the main things you're hearing about over and over again. Okay. Okay? So Khan, let me see if there's any other. Khan, man, that was pretty much short and to the point, but that's pretty much been the point. We're going to close out, all right, and give all praises, glory, honor, and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, dead to America, Wa Baba Ba, Shalom.